Season 15 of Gold Rush showcased the hard-earned victories of every mining crew after a grueling season, and that included Team Rally. Despite facing one of his toughest seasons yet, Ness had something unexpected up his sleeve. After everything they'd been through, what surprise did he have for his crew? After a successful return to gold mining in Rally Valley, Rick made a bold move. He reinvested all his earnings into an even riskier venture, Vegas Valley, a new claim that promised big rewards but came with big costs. He gambled everything, even while the uncertain status of a water license for his newly purchased Duncan Creek claim cast a dark shadow over his long-term plans. Rick's determination to succeed meant the pressure was on from day one. The crew would need to slew 24 hours a day with no room for mechanical failures or shutdowns. But this is Gold Rush and things rarely go according to plan. Early in the season, the team's priced wash plant, Monster Red, suffered a critical breakdown. A snap shaker deck belt, with no spare part and no time to order one. Mechanic Ryan Kent sprang into action, performing an ingenious bush fix to keep production alive. His quick thinking saved precious mining hours and earned high praise from Rick and the rest of the team. But the problems didn't stop there. Not long after, a water line to the wash plant began to leak, causing a full night of shutdown. Rick investigated further the next day, only to discover the real culprit, a malfunctioning water pump along with other related issues. The timing couldn't have been worse. With temperatures plummeting and permafrost creeping in, time was running out. Reluctantly, Rick made the tough call to shut down the operation for the season. With everything on the line, he didn't even know if they had reached their goal. It was a decision weighed down by exhaustion, frustration, and financial uncertainty. Despite all the obstacles, Rick's surprise gold reveal changed the narrative. Their final takeover 400 ounces of gold in a season haul worth $4.5 million was more than just a financial success. For a tight-knit crew who had endured mechanical failures, freezing nights, and emotional lows, it was a massive validation of their effort. The $50,000 crew bonus was the cherry on top. As Rick passed it out, the looks of disbelief on the team's faces turned to wide grins and fist bumps. It wasn't just about the money. It was about being seen, appreciated, and celebrated after giving it their all. In the high-stakes world of Gold Rush, every season ends with a weigh-in, but no one expected the emotional roller coaster that Team Rally experienced in the Season 15 final. After a brutal season filled with breakdowns, uncertainty, and extreme cold, Ness gathered his crew for what appeared to be a disappointing wrap-up. The scales revealed a modest total, just 110.790 of gold. For a team that had risked everything and worked tirelessly around the clock in the unforgiving terrain of Vegas Valley, the number hit hard. Faces turned glum. Hopes dropped. After weeks of round-the-clock slewing and mechanical firefighting, this seemed like a bitter ending. But then Rick smiled and reached under the table. To the crew's utter shock, he pulled out another container of gold. Inside, 200 more ounces. Gasps filled the air, but Rick wasn't finished yet. He reached down once more and revealed another 100 ounces in a separate canister. The room went silent, then erupted in cheers. The final total, 410.79. Oh, worth well over $1 million. And Rick still had one more surprise. To thank his crew for their loyalty, grit, and relentless effort, Ness handed out a $50,000 bonus to be split among the team. That moment flipped the script on the entire season. From frustration and fatigue to celebration and joy, Team Rally had not only survived a season full of setbacks, they had triumphed. This surprise ending also reignited the team's passion. Many of them now look ahead to the next season, more motivated than ever. But there's still a critical roadblock ahead: the water license for Duncan Creek. Without it, Rick's future as an independent mine owner hangs in the balance. What's next for Rick Ness? Rick Ness has proven once again that he's more than just a miner. He's a leader, a risk-taker, and someone who's willing to go all in for his crew. Even when the odds were against him, he found a way to turn the tide. But the path forward won't be easy. The success at Vegas Valley bought him time and breathing room, but not a guarantee. Duncan Creek represents his long-term dream. Acquiring it outright was a major milestone, but now the future of that claim depends on securing the necessary water license. As Gold Rush gears up for another season, all eyes will be on Rick Ness. Can he overcome the red tape? If Season 15 has taught us anything, it's this. Never count Rick Ness out. Season 15 of Gold Rush has been anything but smooth for Rick Ness and his dedicated rally team. From mechanical breakdowns to financial gambles, the challenges came fast and hard. One of the most moving moments of the season came when Brian Zaremba made a surprise return to Rick's crew. Z had long been a vital member of the team, known for his strength, loyalty, and no-nonsense work ethic. His presence alone was enough to lift morale, but the reason for his absence and the circumstances of his return cast a shadow on the celebration. Z brought devastating news. His wife Chelsea, just 33 years old, had been diagnosed with 2 forms of cancer. The weight of her diagnosis was deeply felt by Rick and the entire crew. Yet what struck everyone most was Chelsea's incredible strength and selflessness. Even while facing her own battle, she urged Z to return to the Yukon and support Rick during the final push of the season. It was a bittersweet reunion. Rick could see the pain in Z's eyes, but also the unwavering love and commitment he shared with Chelsea. The team rallied behind their crewmate, recognizing the personal sacrifices being made to chase the season's final gold. With Z back and the team united, Rick dropped a fresh payload into Monster Red and struck gold. Literally, the PERT delivered a massive 200 gold haul worth an estimated $670,000. It was the kind of result that could change a season, and it brought Rick's season total to well over 1,150. Oh, after all the hardships and heartache, it was a payoff that meant more than money. It was proof that perseverance, loyalty, and teamwork could still win out. Now, with Season 15 behind them, Rick Ness and his crew are setting their sights on Season 16. The Vegas Valley gamble paid off, but the road ahead remains uncertain. One looming issue is the fate of the water license needed to mine the Duncan Creek claim Rick now owns outright. Without it, his long-term plans could be in jeopardy. Still, Rick has reason to feel optimistic. His crew is tighter than ever, battle-tested, and deeply bonded. Z's return brought more than extra muscle. It reminded everyone why they do this work. In the first place, for each other, for family, and for the hope of something better. One of the biggest factors behind Rick Ness's ability to push through adversity isn't just his leadership. It's the unshakable bond within his crew, time and time again. Team Rally has proven that their strength lies in unity. Whether it's battling breakdowns in freezing conditions or navigating emotional hardships like Z's heartbreaking family news, they stick together, adapt, and push forward as one. That kind of crew cohesion isn't just rare, it's essential in the unpredictable world of gold mining. Unlike larger operations with dozens of workers and resources to spare, Rick's success depends heavily on each team member trusting, supporting, and relying on one another. This deep-rooted loyalty and shared experience create a level of communication and efficiency that can't be taught. It's what allows them to bush-fix equipment under pressure, run around the clock with minimal downtime, and keep morale high even when the odds are stacked against them. As Rick looks towards Season 16, this crew cohesion will be his greatest asset, not just for hitting gold totals, but for navigating the challenges that come with running a lean, high-stakes operation. With his crew at his side, Rick Ness isn't just chasing gold, he's building something stronger, a team that refuses to quit.